We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Jones. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down and 8. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally run him down, but not in until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect on 2nd down now. It's Logan. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it here with Logan. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A first down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Jones, throw left side, complete. That's Logan, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Penny. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Working with 2nd and 5 now. A final shot before break. Jones. That's caught by Golladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Carr. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run with Logan. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Carr now on 1st down.
Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 17-14.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Second down at 4.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he goes out right around the 39. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Carr to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Keion Crossen.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly controlled right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Keion Crossen.
And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Logan. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.